Hey folks, Moose Peterson here. I want to talk to you about tripods. Why? Well, these are a really important part of what it is to be a photographer. The stability and what they can do for making a sharp image can't be beat. With that said, I hate tripods. I hate lugging them around. I hate the restrictions they often bring to photography. But that's the way it works. What you see here basically are the three tripods that I happen to really depend on. The 3540, great little set of sticks. 5540, and what they call a giant, the 5560. Now, for a long time, this was the tripod I always used for the 600. Why? As you can see, it's a very small tripod, and the fact that it's only this big when it's folded up, but it gives me this much vertical height when I'm out shooting, which was perfect. Because you typically want a tripod that the base here comes up to about your nose, which if I open up all the leg extensions, this would really easily do. Now when Agitzo sent me the big guy here, okay, I said, what am I going to do with this big tripod? Then I used it the first time. Happened to be on a slope where I could just take one leg, extend it really long, have the tripod at normal shooting height, and I was sold on carrying this big bad boy. Now a couple of things to think about when you go out to get your tripod. Sounds like little, very small, minor things, but the G-Lock technology, you just can't beat this. The ability to simply, that quick and easily, adjust a tripod leg, especially when you're out there fine-tuning your background with a long lens. Man, this G-Lock, twist, turn, lock, you're set, okay? You just can't beat it. Next thing, carbon fiber. I'm using that all the time because I'm working out in environments that are salt water, mud, snow. So all those things, carbon fiber just deals with the environment so much better. Now when it comes to setting the tripod up, as you can see here, Jake has his tripod set up so this leg here, the very last extension, okay, is the one he has modified for his own personal height. When you go out shooting, take this last tripod leg, extend it this far so when you put it down in the muck, the mud, whatever, okay, these joints aren't going into the muck and mud, the leg is, okay? And then with this section right here, so I bet you Jake has this figured out, so he puts his hand just like this. He knows exactly how to have each one of these the same extension. He can go out and shoot, and then all of a sudden he needs to extend one leg because he's on a slope. He can extend it, work on that slope, comes back to reshooting, has that length for this hand already set, boom, done, good to go. Now, when it's time to go low, okay, rather than do what everybody else typically does is lower a leg, simply pull out the joint, tripod goes low, okay? Now because it's a Gitzo, because it's carbon fiber, you can do this and have the stability you need to shoot even at slow shutter speeds. Very important. Might be wondering what these little black things are on the tripod legs and that one up there. Well, what are those? Those are little things that we make at WRP. That just takes the flat edge here of the tripod. I know it's a round leg, but that edge, when it hits your collarbone, feels like a flat edge digging right in. This is a little pad. It simply takes that sharp edge off that tripod leg, makes it easy to carry. BH55 head, 3540, killer combo. Wimberley on the 55 and the 40, 5560. One thing all these three tripods have in common, in common, no center column. Why don't I have a center column? Well, a couple reasons. One, why pay for it, okay? Two, don't want to carry the extra weight because I'm going to use the tripod to give me the height because this head needs to be kept on that platform. When you do that, you have the maximum stability out of this tripod. As soon as you raise it up in a column, you run the risk of having a monopod and it's bouncing around. Now these big bad boys, the 55 series, okay, center column is beefy as this tripod leg. Pretty much a rock. It's really pretty safe. When you start getting the smaller ones, center columns get kind of skinny, bounce around. You have the possibility of having camera movement at slow shutter speeds. Well, here you have it. 3540, 5540, 5560. Great tripods, carbon fiber, made by Gitzo. I depend on them, have depended on them for 30 years. Thanks for stopping by.